Jimmy Carter has died. Carter served as the 39th President of the United States from 1977 to 1981. James Earl Carter was born on October 1, 1924, and was the first U.S. president to be born in a hospital. He grew up on a peanut farm in Plains, Georgia, and never forgot his roots. Carter served in the Navy before returning home to the family farm with his new wife, Rosalind. The couple welcomed 3 sons and a daughter. After serving as the governor of Georgia, Carter launched his presidential campaign in December 1974. His friendly, down-to-earth manner was a hit on the campaign trail. He defeated Gerald Ford and was sworn in on January 20th, 1977.
I, Jimmy Carter, do solemnly swear
I, Jimmy Carter, do solemnly swear
that I will faithfully execute
that I will faithfully execute
the office of President of the United States
the office of President of the United States.
His youngest daughter, Amy, was just 10 when her dad became president, and she grew up in the White House. As president, Carter helped broker important peace treaties, including the Camp David Accords between Egypt and Israel. He also established diplomatic relations between the U.S. and the People's Republic of China.
A new beginning in U.S.-China relations.
Human rights was one of the pillars of his presidency.
And the struggle for full human rights for all Americans, black, brown, and white, male and female, rich and poor, is far from over.
He also helped pass important education, energy, and environmental laws. But Carter's time in office saw several crises as well, including an energy crisis, runaway inflation, and an accident at a nuclear power plant. In March 1979, one of the reactors at the 3 Mile Island plant in Pennsylvania partially melted down. It was the worst commercial nuclear accident in U.S. history, and it sparked backlash against nuclear power worldwide. Then, in November of 1979, 70 Americans were taken hostage in Iran. Carter worked to negotiate their release, but the Iran hostage crisis lasted 444 days. By the time the hostages were released, Carter had lost his bid for re-election, and President Ronald Reagan was sworn in.
Private citizen Jimmy Carter steps forward to shake hands with the new president and Mrs. Reagan.
But Carter stayed busy after leaving office. He founded the Carter Center, which works to advance human rights and democracy around the world. For his work, he was awarded the Nobel Peace Prize in 2002. The Carters volunteered building homes for those in need through Habitat for Humanity.
And I think one of the basic human rights, along with freedom of speech and freedom of assembly and freedom of religion and trial by jury and a chance to elect your own officials, is to have a right to live in a decent home.
He also worked to eradicate polio around the world and wrote 32 books about leadership, politics, and faith. He was present at President Obama's swearing-in and was there for President Trump's inauguration.
Ladies and gentlemen, the 39th President of the United States, Jimmy Carter and Mrs. Rosalind Carter.
Carter continued to inspire even in his later years.
Our nation should be known as a champion of peace. Our nation should be known as a champion of equality. Our nation should be known as a champion of human rights.
It's those values that Carter championed throughout his life.